Good evening, all, or whenever this finds you. Hope you're having a happy, joyous time wherever this may find you. We're going to continue on with our zodiac readings, and we're starting to narrow them down pretty quickly here, which I like. See who we're talking to. All ready? We're going to be talking to some Capricorns out there. All right, Caps. Let's see what you got going on. All right, I'm going to get your guardian angel here. Just going to launch on into this. Here, Mumford and Son, I will wait. I will wait for you. Okay? Michael. Spiritual acceleration. You are experiencing spiritual upgrades. Move forward. I will wait. I will wait for you. It's Mumford and Son. That's a great song. Great song. All right, we've got some spiritual accelerations for the Caps out there. That's exciting. Let me get you an actual message here from the angels. Ooh, you got a couple of them. We've got prayer and divine intervention here. You read to you. Progress may be halting and slow, yet this is a blessing. Divine intervention at work. All will come to fruition in perfect harmony. I will wait. I will wait for you. I love this prayer. However complex a situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. They're waiting for you and they're listening to you. And you may feel like you're making slow progress out there, Caps, but divine, the divinity, Michael is reassuring you that they're waiting for you. They will wait for you. By the way, I should read this here. New moon in Capricorn. Lay the groundwork for your ambitions with discipline and focus. Discipline, ambition, and foundations. They're waiting for you. I will wait. I will wait for you. Okay. I love this. You're getting divine intervention, even if it's slower moving for you. Even if it's slower moving. Let's do some breathing. Relax into it and know that divinity is waiting for you regardless. Okay? Divinity works that way. Time is fluid on the other side, of course, for them, and they're patient. They're patient. As long as we're learning and we're trying and we're doing our best to grow, they wait for us. Ooh, I like this one. Circle of excellence. Visualize a glowing circle of light in front of you filled with qualities like focus, vitality, clarity, and luck. Step into the circle and feel these qualities flowing through you. This is your circle of excellence. At any time, you can return to it and access your most resourceful states. It's there, just waiting for you. That's a portal. That's a huge ass portal. I love this. I love this. Portal with divine intervention. All you got to do is ask for it, pray, let the angels know, hey, I need to come back here and I need to review something here. I need this portal to step through again. Ooh, I like this for the Caps. Let's see here. Akashic. Thank you, Michael. I have to get used to hearing the different voices. I have to tell y'all, Seraphiel has the most beautiful angelic voice. Beautiful angelic voice. Each of the angels sounds a little different. Walk away. There's a portal. You can simply do that. Divine intervention, prayer, and walking away, Cap. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. There's that portal. Divine intervention. Okay? Progress may be halting and slow, yet this is a blessing. Divine intervention at work. Cannot make this up, Cap. Whoever this Cap is, you're being told you're wasting your precious energy and time on something in particular. And I hear Michael saying, you need to pray and ask. Ask your guardian angels, well, what is my divine purpose? What is it which direction do you want me to flow? Which direction do you want me to go? Okay? Walk away from that which does not serve you, that which does not help you be your highest self. Okay? That's okay to do. Yes. Okay? Especially something that's not aligned. That's why you're being told this is whatever it is you're doing right now. They'd like you to take that portal back to what is your soul's highest purpose. Okay? Michael is saying all you simply need to do is pray and ask them to give you that portal so that you can get to where you need to go. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this reading because it's very hopeful. It's very, very, very hopeful. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some Kevin Thomas cards. He's one of my favorite. I mean, I love the Skipperish cards. Ooh, what you don't see. Temperance. Okay. That's taking all the old crud that's in one side of a cup and then tossing it over into the other side and saying, you know what? I'm going to, turn the old things that were really shitty for me once upon a time into something that I can drink. Okay? I like this. I like this. Here we go. Think I might see what your soul purpose is. I'm not sure what this cap is doing. What I will say about Capricorns, and I think we don't say it enough about the Capricorns because, most people see them with, holding only the death card. Capricorns are a truly hard-working sign. Truly hard-working sign. Woohoo! I think you definitely have a divine purpose, Cap. I'll tell you what, twin flames rolling out for you, okay? Twin flames rolling out for you along with divinity. That's an absolute invitation from Spirit to do your shadow work pieces, okay? Walk away from something. Seems like maybe I do need to get a little more information about what it is specifically you're walking away from. I don't see many people walking away from twin flames. Actually, that's not true. If their mirrored opposite does not do the work, they will walk away from that. Maybe some friendships and celebrations that we're walking away from. Might be the shadow work right there. I always look for what is the shadow work that somebody has to do. Here we go. Some celebrations with a Queen of Swords. Might be celebrating in our own minds. Queen of Swords is, of course, air energy. Means we're up here in our thoughts. Somebody that definitely can, have very, very, very high intuitive. High intuition right here. Okay? High intuition right here. Looks like you've got some friends or some new opportunities and partnerships coming in. If you are not, walk away from the juggling. There it is. Okay. Walk away from the juggling. You may be juggling back and forth with one too many concepts, one too many ideas, and whatever. I'm going to say that I have never, ever seen it, and Michael is confirming for me right now. Divinity is never going to invite you to walk away from any of these type of pieces unless these type of pieces aren't doing so well and treating you bad, okay? They would invite you to walk away from here, right here, if we were celebrating a little too hard and hitting it a little too hard with friendships. But that's not what Michael is showing me. Michael is showing me specifically the things that they want to fill your cup here, okay? You are a high divinator, okay? You utilize what's going on up in here to divinate, okay? You are one that can help others with divine intervention. You can talk back and forth, all right? You know how to pray for that portal, but there's something that you're juggling these pieces with, and now I'm very, very, very curious. Well, what is it that you're juggling these pieces with? What is the Capricorn juggling those pieces against? There's balance that needs to be happening right here. Balance and temperance tells me that they want the, whatever the juggling piece is here, to be done, settled. They want you on your divine road. Okay. They want you victorious. They want you victorious. They want you to use strength. Yeah, they want whatever this is that Cap is juggling with, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than one thing, and that's because Capricorn is such a heavy working, energetic person, you know, souls. Your souls come down here, you contract to be like, I'm doing it all. That's how Caps are. So, yeah. What did I say? Right there, right there. Too many things right now. What I see is there's too many things. You're juggling, Cap, with too many things. You're utilizing that air energy and you're juggling back and forth with too many things, which will cause confusion. It will make it more difficult for the divine to get you the messages that you need to have in order to, yes, okay, yeah. What I'm seeing here is essentially a Cap that has many, many, many different, let's say, what do we call them, irons in the fire, as a Capricorn would. It's a very natural thing for a Capricorn to do these things. You may also have very heavy Leo and Libra somewhere in your chart, okay? But you're expressly being told that you need to stop juggling back and forth between these divine pieces that you have and whatever this else, I think it might be multiple jobs, multiple, you know, you have friendships here. You may be trying to balance friendships out with a twin flame. Well, twin flames are incredibly intensive connections. I happen to hold one of those. Those are something that, you know, when you agree to take on a twin flame connection, typically if you're doing friendship type of stuff with other people, your twin flame is with you because you guys are busy mirroring back and forth what the other still needs to change about themselves, still needs for themselves to grow, okay? I can tell you that I don't go out with friendships and friendships without, you know, mistakes. Just don't do it. So, yes, it's exactly what Michael is saying. You need to take that portal right here. Michael is showing me. You need to take that portal right back here to that 0 point and allow them to help show you, okay, where the juggling pieces and the way it's being presented to me is that some of this is work related. Some of it is, you know, hey, I need a guy's night out, you know, hey, I need a girl's night out, you know, because there could be feminines here too. You need to take yourself back to that 0 point portal and really, truly assess exactly which direction you want to go. I understand this perfectly. I will say that there is no such thing as balancing a twin flame up against friendship flames, unless your twin flame happens to be inside of this somewhere, okay? And that could be. Now I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a quick heads up warning that I'm going to go ahead and shake this jar. This is very, very, very loud, so if you have some auditory sensitivities, you're going to want to turn this down for just a moment, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get us some folk that we may be talking to here. Yeah, I see the word dates. That is never going to balance. That's never going to balance with a twin flame. Constant partying, things like that. So obviously DATE, we've got that for our some verbiage, but definitely maybe some things that, or some letters, initials in folks' name that Michael is trying to talk to here. I also see the word toad. I see the word his. I see the word want. Tan. Dish. Okay. All of those letters from those words could be, are definitely, Michael is confirming, are definitely letters that the caps that they're talking to out there that know that they're wanting to be on twin flame journeys. There is no juggling your twin flame against, I'm going to go out here and party like it's 1999. That is what Michael is showing me. This is somebody that's going to have to go ahead and probably take that divine intervention and understand and take themselves back to that 0 point and say, am I ready for a twin flame, or am I still at a place in my life that I want to feel free to go out with my friends every single night and, seeing that Katy Perry song, last Friday night, that's where I'm at right now, okay? If that's where you're at right now, baby, you are not ready for a twin flame connection, not even if it's an actual soul friend. Twin flames just don't juggle that way, yes. And what you're going to need to do is pray and ask for help and assistance to get yourself back to the 0 point and listen to divinity, okay? Progress towards a twin flame, they'll deliberately keep that slow when they see that somebody just is not really and truly like your own spirit. You're just, hey, I'm still young and I'm still having a lot of fun and I'm still putting, other energy, I'm really serious about my job right now, but I'm also really serious about my friendships. But oh yes, by the way, I want a twin flame. You're not going to be able to balance against all of that. Capricorns are amazing for their working pieces, but truly, that's something you're not going to be able to balance against. And considering that you have some divinity pieces going on here, okay? You've got some divinity going on here. The last thing in the world that the divine will let you do is balance or juggle back and forth, especially with a twin flame, especially knowing that this is likely coming to you once you roll back into that circle of excellence, okay? This actually makes great sense. This makes great sense. You're going to have to choose. Yes, Michael is saying there's a significant balance piece that needs to happen for this Capricorn. You're going to have to choose. And they are suggesting that you use the portal to do so. Get yourself back to that 0 point and say, can I really hold 15 jobs, be partying up with my friends on the weekends, and still have a twin flame love connection? Where's the balance? To me, even doing this read feels very chaotic. I get it for the Capricorns. I know Capricorns love staying busy, love doing lots of different things. You're here to be a hardworking energy. So am I shocked to see somebody that's got 15 jobs and can still go out and party and do this and that and the other? No, not really. But balancing that up against a twin flame, not so much. Not so much. That I'm surprised that anybody would think that they could do that. And that's clearly what they're showing me. They don't want me to do that. They're saying we don't really need to show kipperish. You got a pretty clear downline. Just going to go ahead and get you some oracles. Right here. We're back to I will wait for you. Yes. Express love through your gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Let me tell you, before you go actually doing that, okay, Michael is showing me somebody that really and truly highly prioritizes work, friendship situations, you know, partying, things like that. You're really being told here that you've got a choice to make, and that in order to push yourself towards a twin flame, what they really and truly need you to do is hold on for the time being. You're going to have to walk away from something here. Either, you know, maybe 10 of those jobs perhaps, you know, at least 1 or 2 of the nights of partying with the friends, hanging out with the friends, stuff like that. Something's got to give here, okay? Before you go giving that token of love. All right? I'm not even going to, and that's card number 19. 1 and 9 is 10. That's typically a wheel spin. But they're literally saying, before you take the spin at the wheel, consider coming back, bringing back. All right. I think this is great advice for this cap. And I see like heavy Leo. Heavy Leo in this person's chart. So this, in fact, being told to say that Leo may be this person's actual sun sign. Okay? Solitude. It's exactly what you're being invited to come back into first, okay? In order to pull a twin flame, you got to do a little bit of solitude by yourself for a while. Now, I'm not joking about this, Leo. Do you see all this? Leo might be this person's sun sign and Cap their actual moon sign. You know, you really and truly are being invited to be to yourself for a while so that you may utilize this portal, okay? You need to be by yourself and let the angels, I mean, well, we're never really by ourselves, of course, but you're somebody that they're not ready for you to pull a trigger on a twin flame when you have all these other things going on. Now, if you learn how to do this by yourself for a moment or two, you know, so they can help prepare you and show you, help you show yourself really more so what's most important to you. Then we got something going on here, solitude. I'm not even gonna bother reading this because that's exactly what you need. I mean, solitude, time by yourself, reading, studying up. Given that they're trying to bring some gifts and divinity on for, you know, this Leo Sag person, given this, and particularly because I see you're just kind of all over the map. I mean, like, even reading this energy for you, for me, feels very frenetic. Like, I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, and where am I going next? And, you know, like, literally, okay? That slow down piece. In order to be a true twin flame, you really have to know that when you pull in a twin flame and you start working with a twin flame, it's actual work. It is amazing, amazingly powerful love, but it's also heavy work. It in and of itself is work because you and your twin flame, anybody that carries twin flames down here, knows very quickly, learns very quickly that your twin flame is there to mirror for you what you still have, you know, yet to do this piece with. Exactly. Twin flames ensure that the work right here gets done, okay? So you can't be somebody that's in 15 jobs, hanging out with, you know, the friends, you know, and partying, and last Friday night, I'm gonna do it all again next Friday night. You know, I'm literally feeling that frenetic energy is what they're showing me. They're also showing me somebody that's still pretty young, you know, maybe a millennial or a Z out there. You can't have all that frenetic energy. So they're halting progress towards anything related, Michael is saying to say, towards anything related with a twin flame for you. Not because you don't have one. I can clearly see you have one. But you've got some work to do here, and the work really is learning how to slow down. Learning how to slow that Capricorn piece down enough to be able to say, you know what, praying and knowing divine intervention is there, kind of halting you and saying, we're not letting you anywhere near that twin flame because you're just not ready, because this is your energy right now. You have to look like this when you go in with your twin flame, because your twin flame really and truly, once you connect, the two of you are going to be doing heavy transmutation work, okay? You guys are going to mirror and model one for the other what's still left over after you've already done this piece. After you recognize that, you know what, I could probably stand with one full-time job and feel very satisfied, okay? My soul would feel very satisfied. That Capricorn piece of me would still feel like I'm here, I'm doing a fantastic job, I am doing the works I'm supposed to be doing. You look like you're somebody that also, notice she's reading a book. That's the learned piece, I think, right here, divinity. Michael says, yes. Pull this by yourself versus being out with your friends when you're not at work. You're showing me somebody that is rarely, if ever, home. You're being invited to a 0-point reset. You're slowing your own growth, your own progress, and they're showing me somebody that really and truly wants a twin flame connection, and they're saying, and you do indeed have one. But when they bring that online, you have to really be solid in who you are. You can't run with a twin flame with this kind of connection, because the only thing that'll happen between you and the twin flame is psh, okay? It is difficult enough to be with a twin flame, knowing that they're there to model and mirror right back at you, hey, you know what? There's a shadow work piece right there that you forgot about, and the twin does the same thing for you, and there's your shadow work piece. So twin flames are amazing to have. They really are, but they are also work. And I know you Caps out there love work, but you are being invited to calm, steady first. You can't be out every other night with the friendships sitch and in 15, 20 jobs and still hold a real and true connection with a real and true twin flame. Long story short, I know I kind of tend to ramble on, but I think they're really, really, really wanting this Capricorn, Leo sun sign. They're telling me Leo. It's got to be your sun sign there. That you really and truly don't seem to understand that yet, okay? It is safe for you to shine, okay? Let's look at what that means here. For you to shine, okay? For you to ask for divine intervention, for you to ask for prayers, for you to shine. It's safe to let go of this type of energy that runs across your line here. It's safe for you to sit down, do some breathing, learn some box breathing, learn how to really start the meditation pieces, learn that, you know what, maybe I'll see my friends every once in a while, because I promise you, when you get in this twin flame connection, you're not going to be out there with your buds every single night. You're going to be with your twin flame, because you're going to recognize real quick how incredibly powerful the connection is, but also how incredibly powerful the work pieces are, which of course appeals to Capricorns. So I have to say, you have gifts. I think what they're inviting you to do, and Michael says he thinks I might be right, go back to the 0 point. Figure out what you can start setting down so that they can see you sitting down, you feeling safe, you feeling, you know what, I'm going to figure out what it is I need to do here to learn how to shine, okay? For you to shine. I love this. It's all about the balance, baby. It's all about the balance, okay? Truly. Truly. Okay? They see that you want some recognition. They want you, and that you want this victory and this success, and you want this twin flame connection. They'd love to give it to this Capricorn, Leo person. Leo persons, because we obviously have quite a few there. But right now, you've got your energy in so many places, even slightly. I can see exactly why they're saying this. Even slightly trying to go towards a twin flame would be an absolute, utter waste of time right now, because here's where your energy is, okay? Twin flames need this energy. Solid, steady, okay? That's what they're seeing. That's what they're seeing, and that's what they're saying, okay? May feel like, God, it's taking forever to get to that twin flame. Well, they can't get you that twin flame and have it be a successful union if this is where you're at. You're in 15 different jobs. You're in, out with the buds and the friends, or, or the girls' night, the dude's night, the girls' nights, all right? They can't do that for you yet because you're not ready for it yet. They want you to go back to that 0 point. They want you to go back to that 0 point right here. Know that it's safe to be who you are now, but take them up on the offer if you're willing, okay? Celebrate. Joy is the echo of a soul at peace. What did I say? They're seeing this. They need you here. Here. Okay? A soul at peace. That's why they've invited you back here. Does this look like frenetic energy to you? Or does this look like a soul at peace? That's what they're trying to get you to right there, baby. So that they can ultimately get you that success. Get you that 6 of Wands that you want. Help you win your twin flame. By the time they get you there, you will have done all the works. Somebody that's in 15 different jobs and side hustles and, and I got to go out with my buds and my friends. I mean, all of those things are still incredibly, and I understand I'm not judging. I mean, this is something that my entire generation looked like when we were, younger. All of those pieces and all of those things are really and truly things that, for Leo, or I'm sorry, your sun sign has got to be Leo. They're confirming. But I'm going to have to post this as a cap read because that's who came first. It's because that's really what's happening is you're somebody that's overworking. But you need to understand that you're also somebody that they're showing me overworks in things that are still incredibly matrix driven. Okay? It's another reason they're saying we think you should just walk away from matrix driven things, given that you're somebody, and also all the partying and things like this, given that you're somebody, because there's, you've created all that frenetic energy, that back and forth, you're somebody that's never at home. You're somebody that has yet to put your soul at peace, okay? That's why the twin flame connection, Michael is saying to say to you, Leos out there, you Leos and, caps out there, that your working energy piece is really matrix driven right now. Matrix driven things are also not things that typically work well with twin flame connections. They're often very, very, very disruptive. Okay, I can tell you that with my twin flame, we're so interconnected. I already know when he's upset. When he's 14 miles away at work, I can still feel when he's hungry, when he's upset, when he's tired, when he's grumpy. I just know, like, you have an energetic tether that it's really difficult to explain to anybody. And so to have you tethered to your twin flame connection when you're energy is like this, that tether's not going to hold. And your energy is like this because you're heavily matrix driven right now. For whoever this is, you like tarot. I can tell you like tarot. They don't have me read for anybody that doesn't like tarot. But they're definitely showing me somebody, and I can literally feel that energy. That auric field of yours is doing this in order to connect you successfully with the twin flame without it going, you know. The first fight that you would have with the twin flame, Michael is saying to say, they can see on the other side, and you should be able to predict it for yourself. As for anybody that's interested in you, would be, why don't you spend time with me? Okay, and that would be a legitimate, valid argument on their end. Okay, especially twin flames. Especially twin flames. Twin flames don't typically like to be long-term away from the other, you know. I'm comfortable and confident in myself, and so is I just call him Stace or Madudu Fudu. Madudu Fudu, and I'm his Boo Boo Fudu. We love those characters, but I'm comfortable and confident, and I can deal with him being at work. I know he can deal with me being at work and when I go to school and stuff, but we're very, very, very protective over our free time. We set Sundays for one another, okay? One another. If I do a reading on a Sunday, I promise you he would be sitting right next to me in that reading. So I typically do my readings ahead in advance so that I am protective of our Sunday time. And then we just have different times throughout the weeks that we make sure throughout the week that we make sure that we are really connected. They are not showing me a Capricorn Leo person here that even is slightly close to that, okay? And a lot of that is you're still exploring the world, the universe, taking new lessons. And one of the big ones that, they're literally showing me for you is that you work an exorbitant amount. And then you go out just as much as you work. So, and I'm being facetious, obviously, when I say 15 jobs, but they're showing me somebody with multiple jobs, juggling the jobs, juggling the partying. That is all this type of energy, okay? All right. Hopefully I've explained that in a way that makes sense to this collective out there. Know that you folk have twin flame. They're there. They're waiting on you. But there's some growth and there's some work to be done. They're not going to let you anywhere near a twin flame until the growth is done. Yep. I can't make that shit up. They're not letting you anywhere near your twin flame. Okay? Michael is saying there's feminines in there too. Okay? I could continue going through this and let them throw me the females. They're not letting you anywhere near that twin flame. Okay? Michael is saying, tell the folk that they're talking to out there, for one thing, to turn this in the upright. Do you notice how old this gentleman is? They're showing me somebody with much younger energy. They don't intend to show you that twin flame and bring you near that twin flame until they teach you lots of valuable lessons. So, and that they can see that you're very comfortable sitting in silence and talking back and forth and really and truly learning your gifts. Okay? They're not going to turn this in the upright until you're a little older and you're ready to be done with, hey, night clubbing is awesome every night after I work at 15 jobs. Okay? That just doesn't lend itself, unfortunately, to twin flames. So, Michael is saying that they really want someone in particular, whoever's going to receive this message, to understand this and see that this is very true for them for the time being where you're at. Yeah, see, they're not going to let you near that twin flame. And I believe that actually came out in upside down. They're not letting you near that twin flame. Not yet. You have one. Michael is saying to confirm for whoever you are, you have one. They intend to give you one, but they're not letting you near it yet. They're not letting you near that twin flame yet. the juggling back and forth with the 50 jobs and the and when I'm not at my job, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. That listen, time is fluid to the other side. This is true. Time is very fluid, but we are on this side of the veil. And as everybody on this side of the veil knows, especially those who are in, still working for matrixy jobs that are a part of that 3D earth piece, that time is man-made. It's set in other people's mind. There's a matrix agreement there, and they're showing me somebody that works within multiple matrixy type jobs, okay? You're just not there yet, but they love you, they understand what you're asking for, and they just want to say back to you, it's not a no, it's a not yet, okay? Progress may feel slow to you, but trust them. There's a reason that you're doing all that frenetic energy for now, okay? Right here, right here. All right, 0550. Mirrored twins that both have work to do before they're going to connect the two of you. I don't know what they may have. I'm on your reading, not theirs. The eye candy, intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing. That's what you're doing. Flow, potential romance. They're saying, not with a twin flame. If they're going to let you do anything, if they're going to let this Leo person do anything, they're going to let you date somebody for like a hot minute to figure out that the very first fight, even without them being a twin flame, is, dude, you have no time for me. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time because you're busy, in 15 matrix jobs, and then you prioritize your friends over a serious, romantic relationship situation. All right? Get some fresh air or call your pals over. Yep. That's exactly what you do. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you will go out on a date. They're going to send you on a date very quickly so that you understand and you can see where the problems are there, okay? And Spirit is inviting whoever this Capricorn Leo is to be very cognizant when you go on that date. Do you not feel yourself like, oh, I'm on this date, but I need to call my friends, and oh, I got to be ready for tomorrow? They're saying you should be feeling that for yourself. Like, I got to hurry up. I'm late for an important date. I got to go. Oh, I know you're the date, but you know what? I'm late for an important date with my friends. And then I've got, 5 of my jobs tomorrow. Okay? Spirit is saying you are one that you should already be feeling that for yourself. And they're going to let you go on the date to see. Okay? Because they want you to take the lesson. They want you to learn that in order to be with a twin flame, you must be holding this energy. Because when you start mirroring back and forth to that twin, it goes like this real quick, because our twin flames are designed to help us get out of the best way I know how to describe it. Our twins are designed to help us go bleh with the last of any of our shadow work pieces. You have to be calm and steady. You have to be willing to listen to Spirit invite you right back to a portal and say, would you like to try that again? Okay, somebody that's holding this energy is going to be like, heck no. Somebody that's holding this energy is going to be able to say, yeah, I probably could have said some shit better. I probably could have done better. And their twin, especially given the age that I can see that they're giving you your twin, when you're older, when you're wizened, when you're wiser, when you're ready to be like, I am peaceful and calm, and my favorite thing in the world to do is sit at home with a good, enjoyable book, maybe love my pets, things like this, okay? your twin at that time will be able to be like, yeah, baby, I'm so sorry. Okay? And I can tell you, with the energy that I'm seeing with you right now, it's an energy that I recognize from my youth, and there's a lot of anxiety. I can feel the anxiety pieces that you're holding on to right now too. That frenetic energy. You have anxiety about, I gotta hurry up and get to this next job, and I promised my girlfriends we were gonna go out and blah blah blah, you know, or I promised the dudes we were gonna go out and shoot some pool and, you know, and blah blah blah, you know, this sort of thing. Okay, I recognize that energy from my own youth, and I'll tell you what, we did not only that energy, but, you know, we're rock and roll, heavy metal, so the energy my entire generation was holding on to with those anxiety pieces, by the time we are with our flames and going, the last of our bleh, you know, it's not pretty for my generation. I think it's going to be better, a little bit better for you guys, because you guys are here with high ascending pieces turned on to begin with. So for these younger energies, and I can tell I'm reading for a younger energy here. So, you know, not yet. It's not a no, it's just a not yet, okay? It's a not yet. You're not ready. When they see that you can do this for yourself and you can be like, yeah, I work 40 hours a week. I have a great career. I've moved, you know, I've been paying my own bills, and I'm very, 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 you know, calm, relaxed, and smooth. Now I'm ready to see what's the last piece. What's the last piece of this, okay? What's the last piece of this? You know, bring me that twin. That's when they'll bring you that twin, okay? It's divine timing. It really is. It's all about that divine timing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll some die and see if I can't catch your age for you here. 18, 19, 15. This is cute. Or 16. At the oldest, you might be somebody that was born in 81, 85, or 86, but I don't think the Zennials typically hold on to this anymore. Even the Zennials, who would be kind of my younger sibling age set, typically hold on to this type of energy. Oh, I didn't see the 2 here. This makes a little more sense. 21, 28, 25, 26. Yeah, I'm definitely reading to some younger energies here. So Michael is saying, yeah. Zennials, which would be my younger siblings, I mean, there might be a few of them still out there like, oh yeah, I'm still partying like it's 1999, but no, not really. These days, we're all pretty chill, mellow, and relaxed, and the bulk of us have started to wake up and come online and figure out that, you know, if we were due twin flames in this lifetime, it's because there's a component to us that has agreed that we're going to get the last of that out of our system, the last of that shadow work. We're going to do those works. We're going to hang in there. We're going to do them. I can see how you do your 15 jobs and your, you know, last Friday night's do it all again thing. It's because, and this is what Spirit is saying, the first thing you need to learn to put down is that, they want to let you know that power naps aren't going to do it. Power naps are not going to do it for you. For one thing, if you're not getting, you know, healthy amount of sleep, you're not letting your, you know, your body regenerate. You're not, you know, oftentimes those who have divine gifts that are due to them, they need to talk to you in your sleep. So Michael is saying to tell whoever this is out there that they would like you to actually take, you know, real full rests. Yeah, they want to see you really and truly resting, okay? I'm feeling somebody that might be incredibly neurodivergent, and so part of your anxiety pieces and all of this energy that's rolling across you has probably a lot to do with some neurodivergence, unless I miss my guess. Michael says, I'm pretty good at guessing. He's confirming for me in my ear here. You may have something like ADHD, ADD, you may have high functioning autism. You have something that, you know, for you, you feel like, I'm late for an important date, and it's in 50 different locations, and yet for some reason you're still requesting a twin flame, and so their answer is a no, baby, nope. Meditate. Realign those chakras, okay? Right there. Right there, they are literally inviting this individual to roll themselves right on back into that zero reset point, okay? Meditation helps with this greatly, truly. Helps with this, helps you balance, okay? Helps you bring that soul to peace. Out of this energy to this energy, okay? I love this. I really love this reading, and I love to see that the youngers are asking, and that the divine is giving a real and true answer here for somebody that's like, oh, I'm really gonna get me that twin flame. Like, not until you're older, baby. You may also have some Pisces, or a very strong, heavy Pisces connection. They gave me one more letter. They definitely want to acknowledge some feminines. There's an L running across your line. Whoever the L is, no, not yet. Not yet. You are not anybody's boo-boo fudu yet, and that's because of the way that they see you're handling that energy piece there, okay? Others may also have a strong Aquarius running across their lines, or their lineage, or in their chart. So the wishbone is in the upside down. It's not ready. It's not ready. The flame is not ready yet, okay, as they already showed. So typically when we use a wishbone, we use it in this direction and we pull. Not yet, baby. They're not ready to grant that wish for you just yet, okay? All right. Oh, they're showing me somebody's mantra out here. To travel is to live. And what did I say? You are somebody that is always on the go. You're rarely home. And when you go, your energy looks like this, okay? And I'm not making fun of anybody's energy. Trust me, I can just feel that frenetic. I can feel your neurodiversity for you. I understand that. I have a couple of sons that hold on to that piece, so I get it. But you're somebody that is always on the go. And Michael showed this to me to where when that person is ready to set this down, this bag down, and stop jumping from place to place to place, I've got to be here at one of my 50 jobs, and now I've also got to go out with my girlfriends, and you spend some time with yourself in relaxed calmness, that zero reset point, that meditating. This travel bag will likely come into the upright so that you can go roll yourself right onto your twin flame. Okay, it's not a no, it's just a not yet. Okay, you don't have your intuition. They haven't given you are somebody that has the gifts, but they haven't shown it to you yet, okay? This bat's not ready to fly off yet, okay? Bats have sonar, bats have the ability to see in the dark. Bats have, we use those as metaphors and allegories to talk about somebody that's capable of seeing in dark spaces and then still bringing out light. This is not you, not yet, but those are gifts that Spirit has for you. Okay, as I said, there's a dog. I said, man, you aren't even at home playing with your dog. You're somebody, at most you go home, you take a shower, you feed your dog, you let your dog run out, but you're not there spending real and true quality time. Even though Michael is showing me you are somebody that loves your dog. You're just everywhere right now. Okay, so Michael is saying that your first big hint that you're starting to learn how to calm this energy line, this energetic line, is you know, when you have more time to spend playing with your dog, with your pet. Okay? They're showing me that you want love. There's definitely a lot of family love running across your line, but this is not in the upright, and they're not going to turn that in the upright, and they're not going to pull you your twin flame, of course, until you're ready. All right, and then the last but not least is you got a ship's wheel. And Michael is saying to say to this collective in particular, you guys are the ones, Capricorns, because you have that incredibly heavy working piece. And then we've got some Leo sun signs mixed in there that are very strong, you know, courageous people. Capricorns and Leos in general are signs that know how to just take this wheel, and they're willing to go everywhere. They're willing to go everywhere, and they're showing me somebody that is still in mid-sail, okay? In mid-sail, okay? You're turning that ship, you know, that wheel goes everywhere right now, okay? So you're somebody that wants another spin at the wheel, okay? You want to express love to other people. That is a wheel spin that they're willing to let you go on dates, but they're not willing to put you into a twin flame situation, even though you have one here on this planet in this time. You're due to meet them, just not yet. Okay? All right. I do hope that this was helpful and thorough for the Capricorns and the Leos out there. I guess that's all I have to say about this one. This one was a really good one. Please note that I'm not making fun of you by saying this. They just want me to show you the type of energy that you're operating in right now, and that a different type of energy must be had and held for a twin flame to come online for folk out there. Okay? All right. Much love and light. I'll see you in the next read.